What's happening, people? Welcome to another episode of Reds Divided. As you can see, we are a member down. We're going to hold it down. You got myself, Ham.
You got Ade here.
And you got my brother, Damage, in the building as well.
He's going to dip in and out.
He's going to pop in and out. But obviously, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. When it rings, Damage is going to put it somewhere here. There you go, ding, ding. And obviously, shout out to our sponsor, Tokes Haynes. Obviously, you can get 10% discount on the website, www.tokeshaynes.co.uk with our discount code, Reds Divided, all cap. And as you can see, Ade's modelling.
Yeah, man. You won't regret it. Honestly, you won't regret it. So, yeah, scents, fantastic. Whichever one you get, it's quality.
Not even gonna lie, that one is sweet still.
Yeah, sweet. Hey. Can't deny it, man.
Come on.
And if you go on the site, he's got a couple other ranges on there as well. So, yeah. But let's get into it, man. It's been a mixed week. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know this podcast is all Arsenal and Man United. Neither of us picked up 3 points. So, you know, this pod is just therapy.
It's mad, man.
This episode's going to be therapy. So, without further ado, let's just get straight into it. Where we started, though? Are we starting midweek for us? Because we both played midweek, innit?
Yeah. Start with you guys. If time's going to run out. Because
we had a North London derby, innit?
Yeah. Time's going to run out. Let's start with you guys.
Yes. Let me let Damage kick it off. North London derby. Sum it up. What do you think of the game?
You know what, yeah? I personally think that we should have probably even won by way more.
A bigger margin.
Yeah, bigger margin. But you know what? It's just like, it's the same thing. It's not a secret anymore. We need a striker. Everybody knows this.
Yeah.
I don't care who's going to score a hat-trick next game or whatnot. The point of the fact is a striker needs to be bought. I don't know why the other day I saw that Arsenal was linked with Ronald Araujo from Barcelona.
Oh, yeah, the centre back, yeah.
Bro.
That's all nonsense. I didn't even watch all that stuff.
Bro, I just couldn't fathom it. Like, I really wanted to just send it to one of my groups and just say Arteta out. That's all
So, yeah. I can imagine you getting angry because of something like that.
It just don't make sense, man. But you know what? Maybe I'm thinking, are these just smoke screens? Is it a case where we're just making the media think we're getting another defender, then boom, Osimhen's coming?
Okay.
See, but I don't know. I think personally that game was good.
Yeah.
I think I went in there confident anyway. I knew North London, but
it's Tottenham. They don't ever win at Emirates.
Spurs, man. They are little brothers, sisters, you know, niece, nephew.
They're like our adopted son, bro.
Cause that we just tell them to face the wall anytime. Yeah. But I think you know what, like, I didn't fully watch all of it. But from what I saw of the game, I just felt that personally, like, they'd rub off. I'm like,
Spurs ain't nothing.
No, they're not.
I'm not gonna lie.
I think they lost today.
They lost today to Everton as well.
Yeah,
Everton that can't score a goal, scored 3 goals against them.
Do you know how crazy that is?
Nah, it's
embarrassing.
Yeah, Spurs are done. They've gotten 5 points out of the last 30 available.
Yeah.
5.
That man want him out. It's definitely Ange out, bro. It's definitely Ange out for a lot of the fan base.
To be honest, even without even thinking of that, as I was like seeing the notifications pop up, I was like, surely there's no way he can survive. Like just
because all the other managers have gone for doing much less. You know what I'm saying?
Out of playing
they're 15th. Like, ain't they 15th now or something?
They're 15th.
They're low in the table, bro.
Everton.
And you cannot go down 3-0 at half time. I don't care how much injuries you got. Yeah, they're 15th, bro.
15th?
Yeah, Tottenham are 15th, bro. And obviously we're going to get to United and everyone banners United. But Spurs are having a worse season.
They are, you know.
They're United.
And you know what? Let's point the fact that my man said, I win a trophy.
Yeah, good luck to him.
He probably going to win.
The worst thing still Carabao.
He could still win it and it'll be hilarious.
Yeah.
But how funny would it be that he gets to the final and
they sack him the match before?
Well, before like Marie.
I feel like my man will do the same.
Nah, I'll cry. I'll cry if they do that. I'll cry.
But I hear what you're saying. Obviously, because of how bad they are, you went into that game expecting that we're gonna win the game, and obviously we won the game. But your takeaway from that is it should have been more comfortable. It should have been a 3-4. 5-1 type of victory.
Yeah, man.
Rather than the 2-1.
It's just a case of now, yeah. It's like we're in January. Like in the last episode, you said, bro, like by now a striker should be walking for.
Yeah, someone a forward player had to come in there. Yeah.
Like it makes no sense every week after week where we're waiting for David Ornstein or Romano to come and tell us something. Like, my man, go into the budget. Yeah. Like.
Tomorrow's the 20th of January.
It's crazy.
Time's passed.
We found
100%.
City have agreed, 3 signings?
Yeah.
And we're signing Zubimendi for the summer.
Yeah, and that's not even like gone through. Yeah. No, that's what we. Did you watch the game?
Yeah, I watched the game.
Yeah,
I thought it was easy for you guys, but it was crazy how you guys were so dominant to start off with, and then they score.
Yeah,
and that just shows you how wicked football can be. Obviously, they're just way better than them, and they're shambles. But if you were playing a team that was defensively astute, that could have been a danger of dropping points, even though there was no comparison between you guys. So it was an interesting game. It was an interesting game, just purely on how rubbish they were, because I don't think they were ever worrying you in terms of a competition.
Yeah, no, I went into that game, obviously, North London derby at home, thinking, because Liverpool dropped points, innit?
Liverpool, the day before.
Against Forest. Yeah. So obviously I'm hate watching, innit? And I hate doing that, but I have to, I'm just going for the league, innit? I just like watching football just as a neutral, innit? But man's going for the league, they're the only team above us, so every time they play, man, I have to pray to Allah that they draw or lose, innit? It's got to be one or the other, innit? So I'm watching Forest, and Forest are holding out, saving off the line, doing everything. Goalkeepers making like 10 saves in like 10 minutes. I'm thinking, okay, cool, so they drop. So I'm thinking, North London derby, like, we're not going to lose. We can't drop points. But obviously, because our performance levels for me have still been decent. Everyone's been saying we're not playing as before, but I still think our performance level, if you take things into context,
sufficient.
Like the injuries, like all that stuff, and then people playing out of position, and the level of performance we're still getting out of the team, I still think it's at a high level. So I'm thinking going into that game, if we just perform at that level, we'll beat Spurs. And you start the game off, and the game starts off how man thinks it's like we're doing our thing, we're playing well. We're creating, and then but then they had that Kulusevski chance, so that just showed you how quick it was. Like we're doing our thing, but I don't think we've had a big chance like that. We had the one where it's cut back and Trossard and the defender saved it, clear off the line, and then they go up the other and get a corner, and then I think it's before that where Jed Spence just blew. Then he played a mad Travella pass, and Gabriel's had to cut it out before because Solanke's probably tapping that in, and that's probably 1-0. So we're still playing well. Then they get the Kulusevski chance, and that could have been 1-0 because I'm thinking as soon as Kulusevski touches it, I thought I was just expecting the net to ripple. Because the first touch is so cold here that it takes Declan Rice out of the game that I'm thinking, oh shit, it's going to be 1-0, bro. The keeper saves it, cool. And then they get the Son chance. And that's not really a chance because it's from a corner. But I think we're slow to react. Like, we head it, but then we freeze. No one goes.
Because he had all the time in the world.
And the ball's in the air. So you're thinking by the time he gets to him, we're on his touch. We're on him, innit? Takes a deflection, goes in, and you're thinking, right, like you said, that's how wicked football could be, innit? But then I still felt like how he was performing, it was enough. It was sufficient enough to we're gonna go create more. So now the only worry is like Damon just said,
put the ball in back.
Is it gonna be that the lack of efficiency from our front unit, innit? But then we get the goal from the corner, set piece FC. They got the fans that goal like that. The delivery from Deck is ridiculous, because there's nothing the goalkeeper. It's just ridiculous.
Solid, man.
So then obviously Big Gabby, King of Brazil, gets it, and I'm thinking, oh shit, he scored, but obviously come off Dom. So it's 1-1. So you think, okay, cool. 1-1 is all right. We're back in the game, and it's always better to equalize as quick as possible, innit? Because we're not trying to go in 1-0 down at half time. We've only got 45 to get 2 goals. Because the point is really nothing to us. We have to win all our games, innit? Yeah. So then we get the ball back. Thomas Partey, great tackle. Odegaard finds Trossard, and I'm thinking, okay, he's running in, but I think he's gonna try and do something, find someone. Because obviously, I support Arsenal. We don't shoot from outside the box. We don't shoot. And this is not just now. This is from when we had Pires, Henry. Like, everything has to be, we got to walk it in. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be like almost like the Rubik's Cube. You know, you have to get like the right thing to get it all right. So when he just licks it and it goes, I'm thinking, this is what I'm talking about. Like, hit the shot. Hit the shot, bro.
Bang,
Just low, hard, and across the goal. And even, you know, with shots, this is why it pisses me off. Like, obviously, when I get into coaching, it's something I'm going to tell my team that, yes, I want to play the beautiful way. But if the shot is on, hit it. Not one, because 3 things can happen. It can go in, it can go wherever, or it can take a deflection. Or the keeper could even parry it. 4th, and keeper could parry it. And now you're just running in and tapping it in.
Literally. I still play football on Saturdays, innit? So I always tell my midfield, you got a chance to shoot. I'm always moving. Like, I'm always moving.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Goal that I scored the other week, where the midfielder's taking a shot, it's cannon off the crossbar. No one else is reacting
to it.
I just nodded
there you go.
In. It's one of those ones.
So I thought it was a beautiful strike by Trossard. I was like a breath of fresh air. Okay, cool. Like, maybe that will give the boys a confidence. Like, just take more shots, innit?
Yeah.
Just take, and don't let the shots be like, because I feel when we shoot, it's like a last resort thing. Oh, we can't find it, so it's like a last resort shot where it's not like, oh, the shot's on, let me just hit it. It's like the shot is on.
I've got space.
But there's a pass on though.
Yeah.
And it's almost like they've been coached to like, it has to be the perfect goal kind of. So it was refreshing to see that. So then we go in at 2-1. And then second half, I remember I messaged the group because I thought their subs was mad aggressive. Like they took off Basuma and Ansar, and then brought on Maddison, and did he bring on Johnson or something? But it just made a mad change where it was just like Bergvall by himself and just 5 attackers.
Do what you want to do.
Like Johnson, Solanke, Son, Maddison, Kulusevski.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh shit. I know Tottenham my shit, yeah.
But
their firepower is actually better than what we've got on the pitch right now, you know?
But you know what it is, yeah? What I feel like they're just missing, yeah, it's just the tactics from Ange. I don't think he is a tactical manager. I feel like
I think he's a tactical manager going one way.
You reckon?
Yeah, going that way, offensively.
Yeah.
But defensively, that's where their problems are, isn't it?
Wasn't Eric Dyer said it sometime during
Like
the
he
week
said he
that,
don't. To be fair, Eric Dyer come out and said he don't even work on tactics.
Bro, when I saw that clip, I said this is.
I was like, that's.
But I don't believe that though, because I don't believe that when we saw him coming to the league last season. And we saw something different. Remember, we played inverted left.
Tactic,
We invert our left back. Pep done it first when he inverted his left back. But my man's come in and inverted both his fullbacks, and they play as 2 10s. And we ain't seen that before, so that ain't just something they just.
So it is an element
drawing
of
up
tactics,
out of nowhere. There has to be an
maybe it
element
just
of
doesn't
tactics.
change.
Yeah.
So it might be the issue that he's gone to tactics and changed everything, but there's no change after that.
But there's nothing after that,
Or
yeah.
slight tweaks to adjust it. So and that might be where the issue is.
So and that's a big part of why when you're playing Spurs, you almost think that they're only going to play one way anyway. So there's always joy when you play Spurs, and you're always going to get joy. So even though they was mad offensive, we were still defensively astute, and they didn't actually create nothing with all the players they had on the pitch, apart from when Porro hit the post.
Yeah.
And by the way, can we have a moment of silence for Porro for what Trossard done to him? Just silence for 5 seconds. Because I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I ain't seen nothing that dirty on the full pitch this season.
Bro.
That was so rude.
Bro,
I actually thought he injured
they
him.
should have taken him to A&E. No, whether they injured him or
I
not, he
thought
should have
so,
came
yeah.
off. He should have voluntarily, just done this,
Say my leg's broken.
brother. Because you know I didn't see it in real play. I don't know if I was doing something or, but then I saw it on like Twitter all over the place and the replay, and I was like,
Yeah.
they done this to
I saw it
somebody's
live.
son,
Live.
somebody's partner, somebody's dad. No, that was nasty. So apart from the Porro chance where they hit the post towards the end, I don't think they did anything, but I thought we still created enough chances, like Damien just said, to go and make it 3s and 4s and 5. Because their goalkeeper looked like every time we went back to him, it's like he wanted us to score.
Is that a new goalkeeper?
Yeah,
It's
it's
a new
like
one.
their
They
4th choice
they
or something
They bought him
to be number 2.
to be number 2.
Oh,
They
but he
literally
got
bought
injured
him.
as well.
So Foster obviously got
Foster's,
injured.
yeah, and then they got
Then
the black
Austin
you,
guy
Austin,
came.
yeah.
Then they decided to go and buy somebody.
Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Because you know when I saw him and we scored the first goal.
Because he was looking shaky, brother.
As soon as the first goal went in, I said, "Yeah, we're winning this game."
I think he's had a couple of easy games where
and
obviously
the
it's
North
given him
London
that
derby
full-
as well.
It's given that full sense of security, and then obviously
Man.
he's come to the North London derby, and it's a different beast.
Yeah, no, it was shaky because obviously we took Raheem off, we brought Martinelli on, and I remember, like I said, Martinelli for me is just
What do you think
I don't
about
like to
Raheem?
abuse.
Because I really like Raheem, so I've always wanted him to do well, regardless of whether your team wanted him or not. But now when I watch the games and it gets to him, sometimes it looks like he just stops.
Yeah.
And then it's like his brain, it's like as I'm watching him, his brain is ticking.
and
While everyone
something.
else is pinging the ball across, once he gets the ball, his brain is ticking. I'm like, shit. Like, you're not looking good. Like, I like you, bro, but you're not looking good.
Nah, he's definitely not.
I can't view you
He's
well in
definitely
this
not.
I
team.
feel like Raheem, his man them, Brent Cross away.
Yeah. We all want him to do well, innit?
You want him
All
to do
the man
well.
them want him to do well.
The man
Yeah.
them, but you know what it is, yeah. When I just see him, it's just my man looks like he's stuck in the mud.
Yeah,
fam.
yeah.
No way to play stuck in the mud back in school.
yeah.
And you're like, you just
Yeah,
wait
no,
for someone.
100%,
Like, he just looks like he just can't. Like you said, he just can't move.
And it just slows your game down.
Bro,
and
and
I'm just like, oh.
The best example we had of that is when Raz came in at 17, he was electric. It's life-wise, you know what I'm saying? He was doing his thing. We played Tottenham, but we got the ball, and he tried to go around the outside of Jed Spence. And Jed Spence just looked at him and just ran with him and just looked at him again and went, "Are you dumb, fam?
Give me the ball."
You think a 29, 30-year-old Raheem Sterling is running around the outside of me?"
shame,
And to be fair, in Raz's defense, I think it was his second game after injury, first start after injury, and he did look off the pace, innit?
Yeah.
And I do think when you're playing out wide and whatnot, you do need rhythm, you need minutes, you need games, you need repetition, innit?
Yeah.
And for him, he's playing in the side that we're desperate as fans, like we're desperate, like we need our front line to click because they're not.
Yeah.
And we're not also at like the 23-24 season where everything is free flowing, like you said. So when he's in it, it does look like it gets to him, and even the fan base is just like,
Yeah, it looks bad, man.
Because when it goes to Kai, we're like, oh, because he keeps missing.
Yeah.
Martinelli, we all know that Martinelli is, like I said, I don't want to abuse my own players, isn't it? But so it's almost like it's just Trossard that we have a bit of faith in, because obviously Saka's down, Waneri's down, and Jesus is down. And out of the 4 that's left, Trossard is the only one that is like
a spark.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And even if you move it on to the game yesterday, he's the one that got both assists for the Martinelli goal and the Havertz goal. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's the only one that looks like that. So with Raz, I feel like we're not going to renew it, innit? He's only going to have 5 more months with us, and whatever happens with us, whether we buy someone, whether he plays minutes or whatnot, I definitely think we'll send him back to Chelsea at the end of it, and it'll just be something that at the end of the season, because I told my boy at the end of the season we'll review the transfers and whatnot. If we don't win anything, where we went wrong, and I think as a collective, the fan base will look at it was a transfer window that messed 100%. Up this season, and then like the glaring light about it will be just look at the forward that we all knew we needed. The forward we ended up with was Raheem Sterling,
and I think
crazy,
like
bro.
the confidence I think is here,
and it's done absolutely nothing.
Because Raheem's not a bad player, right? But I think he's left Chelsea. They've said we don't want you. That hits somebody's confidence, especially someone that's been so.
And they
successful.
wanted him when he left City because they
paid him. They made him their star purchase.
And then Cole Palmer came in and just
yanked
his chain off him.
And they're like, "You
I'm
get
the man
out of here." And if you come to a team and you're not hitting the ground running, then what's left?
Yeah.
What's left? So I feel bad for him, but yeah, it might be one of those situations where it's time for him to dip somewhere else.
No,
I mean, we can say the good thing about it is that his kids are Arsenal mascots.
He brought them out.
Yeah, so there's still something.
Some
sort of
and his little boy's actually good, you know. Because my brother sent me a clip of his little boy. His little boy is good, so it depends whether he'll stay at our academy or Chelsea. I don't know what.
Yeah,
but
so
like I said, we're talking about him like he's no longer. He's still an Arsenal player, and I still want him to do well. I like them, and he said all the man them want him to do well, but can I see it panning out? I don't. That's why I say. At the end of the season, it's going to be thank you for the year of service. And Jorginho came in and it worked from Chelsea to a certain extent. Havertz has come in and it's worked to a certain extent with Havertz. But he's just going to go down the David Luiz, the Czech, where it didn't work. We took them from Chelsea and we couldn't save them.
And you know what's so mad? Yeah, I kind of feel like David Luiz is rated higher than that transfer to Arsenal. I think that's a better transfer than Sterling.
Yeah, well, 100%.
I feel like there was a time where my man actually did plug the gap.
Yeah, definitely.
And he can offer something going forward. Like Raheem ain't really offered anything.
Yeah.
So I would have expected at least maybe one goal or like a little solo run or a 1-2 or.
And it begs. Obviously, I don't want to make the pod about him, but just moving forward, it begs like the question. Like, okay, so what next for him? Is it still a Premier League club or is it already MLS Saudi for him? Because he's going to be 30 by the time the next season comes around.
If he doesn't,
because Chelsea ain't going to keep him.
He's not playing for a top 8 team, and that's where the issue is. So it's either he moves to another country, or what. So I think he moves to another country. I think that's the most sensible thing for him to do.
Bro, he had to learn Arabic, bro. Arabic.
I think he'll go to America. Go to America. I think his family will settle well in America.
Cool. Obviously, we got the derby out the way. Who do you guys play, Jimmy? Because I want to bounce it to you and then bounce it to us. Yes, let's bounce it to you and we'll bounce it back to us and then we'll finish you guys. Because that performance,
bro, was embarrassing, bro. And that's the thing is, results it makes you forget about stuff. So obviously,
there's a saying that before you go, don't accept something in a win that you wouldn't accept in a loss.
And I think that's why I enjoy when we come here and we talk about stuff is that we speak objectively. We're like, actually, yes, you got the points, but actually behind that, there's a lot of nonsense behind that. So everything's going to leave with Ahmad's hat trick.
But my man came with the cape on and saved the day,
bro.
Different.
Because it was peak before he scored, you know.
Do you remember when we played them first match of the season?
Yes.
They were all over us.
Rashford scored that game, innit? Yeah, Rashford scored.
Rashford scored. I think we beat them.
I think he beat them 2 or 3, but Rashford scored.
I think 3. Because they missed the penalty.
The Lit scored as well.
Yeah, Lit scored.
Cameron Archer missed the penalty.
Cameron Archer missed the penalty.
Yeah.
But in that game, I remember I had football that day, so I was at the club. I was at HSBC watching the game before our match. And they're all over us. And I'm like, shit, because I've seen Southampton start the season and everyone dominate them.
Yeah.
But they are dominating us.
Southampton are hanging on, bro.
Bro, they were dominating us. And then now they've missed a penalty. We've won the game. Cool. We'll sweep that. And after our last couple of performances against Liverpool and Arsenal, and Amorim came out and said, nah, those games were cool, but it's from now that I'll actually see the real test of my team. And that's what I'm appreciating from him. He's analysing shit and talking.
Yeah.
And he's talking sense. And I appreciate that, right? You have to talk logic so that when things are going wrong, it's not like when we were winning. That was my issue with Ten Hag. When we were winning, he'll just say, we won, we were great.
My man will come out there
But
and chatting shit.
We saw this with our eyes.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
man was like, no, it's from this game. So obviously when the Southampton game started, and it was like 50-50, I'll say first 15 minutes or so. And I was like, why are we tussling with them? Like, why is it even a competition?
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, the game's just started. But cool. But I'm expecting us to be dominant. And then it switched.
Yeah, bro. They started moving mad.
I think we had a chance. And somebody missed it. And then from there, maybe it was Garnacho. I think it might have been the Garnacho part that they cut it back to him. But even then, I'm not sure even if he had gotten it
on target.
I think it would have deflected off the defender and gone out anyway. But from then, it switched. They were using Euro for clips.
He was getting abused, bro.
They said, today, we're going to make YouTube clips and we're going to use you.
Bro, you're gonna be a meme, bro. That Sulemana, he ate fufu that day. He ate fufu before he got to Manchester, bro. Banku and light suit before he got there.
It was all over him. Do you remember him when he first came to the Premier League?
No, I just remember you talking about him.
So before he came to the Premier League, he was linked to big boys. He was linked to United.
I swear to
He was linked to big boys. He was meant to be like one of Ghana's, because
they got a couple from Ghana, you know. They got a couple still.
Boys, they were talking about them. Like, they're doing a thing. So he had been linked to United and a few other teams, and then he ended up at Southampton. And I was like, oh shit, that's a bit crazy. But they were in the Premier League then.
Okay, it's Championship.
And then I think before they went down, it looked like he was just playing for himself. So I think they just stopped playing him. And then obviously they went down. He's come back up. And that performance is what I've been expecting from him. But obviously it looks like he's got consistency issues. Or he's not, even if he plays well, he's not able to provide the assist to actually do the final.
But he might just have that African mentality where I'm at Old Trafford, I'm about to put the best performance of my life. They might still want me after the
I've been trying to escape for a bit. You know, today's the day. And he just kept getting that joy, Dibley running through.
Yeah, Tyler Dibbling was playing well.
It got to a point that I was like, remove the keeper. We are 3 or 4 down in this game.
Bro, because Onana had to make big saves, you know.
Big saves. And there was a point in time that obviously we're messaging you. I think you messaged, and I was like, I've just seen them make a 40-pass move.
Yeah, they were bopping it. That's what I'm saying. They were bopping it, bro.
Southampton make a 40-pass
You know, I had to look at the table again and wait. Their bottom of the league was 6 points. How are they playing like this against United?
Crazy,
and then when I say something, it will be as if I'm being bad. But it's just the fact of what you can see on the pitch. Like, it's just stupid. Like, if you could put that performance, and it's hard because previously I've said we've done well in the middle of the park, but where we fell is in front of goal at both sides. This game,
both boxes, basically,
both
you're not good
boxes
enough.
We're just not good enough, but we were just shambolic everywhere. And it was interesting because obviously Darlow was suspended, so they couldn't even take Euro off to replace him with someone sensible. So when they made the subs, they brought Collier on and someone else on.
Maybe Anthony.
It was Anthony because he's the one that made the miss. So
they
they bought both of them.
Because Anthony missed that chance where Garnacho came back for him. Yeah.
The question is, why do you even go to the ground?
No, but that's when you know
separate
that
thing.
his enemies from his village are after him, bro.
No, I don't even think so. I think he hates us now.
No, he even
I think
hates
he
you.
hates us. It's legit.
Or his enemies in the village are after him, bro.
That was a left back slide tackle,
Bro, why is he sliding, bro?
Why is he sliding, bro?
Did you think he wasn't going to make it?
I don't know.
And even if he sliding, man sliding and made a tackle.
It just cleared it back to the keeper. So obviously when they made the sub, and I was like, it's quite telling that they have to bring Collier on to help Euro, because obviously we don't have someone that can be in that position. But then Anthony misses that chance. We missed a few other chances, but that substitution when Xerxes comes on,
Xerxes come on and Højlund come off. Yeah.
Football picks up a bit. And as I was telling you, man, before we started on the pod, every time I see Højlund, I'm not talking about this game, I'm talking about like 3-4 games ago, I look at him and I feel sorry for him.
Yeah, I get you, bro.
And I'm like, you're not the person they should have bought.
Well, that's how I felt about Maran Shamak. I felt about Arsenal strikers.
I'm not saying
you're shit, but you know what? You have no business being here. They should never hold you.
Andre Santos.
Yeah. You know what they're man.
We know we don't score goals, but then you just bought somebody. When I tell people, because a lot of people that were screaming, we've got this striker. I tell you, most of them ain't seen him play. And if we rewind to our videos back then, I used to say most of these people ain't seen him play because He was fourth choice at
Yeah.
Atalanta.
And he never came to United with like a goal scoring record of someone that he bags goals.
He was fourth choice. Everyone was either injured or suspended. He played. He went on a run, maybe like 11 games. He scored a few goals. He definitely scored a few goals. But when everyone came back, where did he go? Back onto the bench. Then we bought him to be Manchester United's main striker. Think about it. So I feel sorry for him, and I feel sorry for Xerxes as well, because yes, you are a good footballer. Everyone likes your tidiness. I don't really care. I'm not interested in it. We need someone that scores goals.
Yeah.
That's the profile of striker that we need. But we've gotten you. But anyway, his introduction improved the football, and then Ahmad did his thing. A pressing monster is a madness.
Yeah, Ahmad is mad, bro.
Yeah,
moving crazy.
The pressing is crazy. Like when you've got a hungry player like that,
his physical output, game to game, is a lot, bro. It's a lot, bro.
And those are the type of players we need. I don't need you. Obviously, we spent a bit of money on him. Let's not lie, but we saw him as a prospect. But I need you to go and get those young players that play like that from Belgium, from France, that have the hunger, from Africa, that have the hunger and want to come and do that game after the game. Because in today's day and age, you need that pressure. You can't let people relax, start playing pretty football around you. Because now that they see you, they have to second guess what they need to do. So you need to be on that front foot. But yeah, it was a madness. It was a madness. You must have enjoyed it. You guys must have enjoyed us when we're 1-0 down.
No, when you was 1-0 down, yeah. We said that.
Bro, when you're 1-0 down, and I saw Southampton attack,
and keep attacking.
I said, no way, this is not, like you said, this is not the same team that's bottom of the league.
Trust me.
I said, what is going on here? I was even thinking, like, who's at fault here now? Is it the players? Is it the manager? Is it the tactics?
Is it the oxygen in the
You
stadium?
know, is it the field, like the pitch? I don't know, but I just thought to myself, damn. Then, Ahmad to the rescue.
Trust me, bro.
He
put his cape on, bro.
Over reliance. But you know what it is? Sometimes, cool, you're relying on him, but that's what he's there for. You see, like in games like that, show his
prove his worth.
Yeah, prove his worth. He got a new contract. So I guess it's working for him. I think he is enjoying his football right now. You can see, like, but it's a case of, I feel like you guys need players. Man United need players. You don't want to over rely on him to the point now that he could underperform the next game, and you go on Twitter, everyone's saying,
because it could just be Marcus Rashford's situation all over again. United relied on Rashford's goals because it wasn't coming from anywhere else, and when it dried up, it became, why can't you keep scoring at the rate that you were scoring before?
And then before you know it, we should never have got him. Maybe we need to go and get Nico Williams.
It's mad because people just flip.
It's
that
easy.
Yeah.
But it's just, I can't lie, like he really saved you. I think out of all the goals that he scored, the third goal just
where he just pressed the
emphasizing what you guys said about he's a pressing monster.
Just appeared, bro.
Yeah.
Like, the goalkeeper was already walking away for the pass. He's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And he just ran onto it. But at that moment, you knew that this guy is on fire. Like everything that's happening, like everything he's touching right now is turning into gold. And like, I guess, as a African brother, see the African brother play footy, like forget the rivalries, long may it continue that he does well. But I just hope he doesn't score against Arsenal.
Yeah. Trust. So from midweek where we were both happy, we was happy in our camp. We took the 3 points. We capitalized on Liverpool drawing. So we got closer. You guys came back, poor performance, but you came back 3-1. So boom, so we're all happy.
Yeah.
And then we fast forward to the weekend. It's like, okay, cool. So let me tell you how my weekend's going. Yeah. So I'm at home. Yeah. So I'm chilling, innit? So I watched. I got a walking pad. So like a treadmill, but like a walking one.
Okay.
So I got that now. So I set it up. So I'm doing. So I said, let me do 45 minutes. So I'll do that whilst the first half is on, innit? So I was watching the Liverpool game, innit? Yeah. So I'm watching it. It's 0-0. Liverpool got a couple of chances, but Brentford are holding their own. Damsgaard should have scored, but he didn't. Cool, so it's 0-0. So then I had to leave because I went to go and check my brethren and her daughter. So I thought, okay, cool. So I couldn't watch the game, innit? So I'm driving. Obviously, I got my flash score. So I'm looking, and it's like 4:30, and it's still 0-0 Liverpool. And I know we got Villa next, innit? So I'm already doing maths in my head. I've already said, okay, boom. So okay. They drop points. We beat Villa. Boom, boom, boom. This weekend can really go down to like 2 points, innit? Quick. You know what I'm saying? You can go down to 2 points. So it's like 4:35. Boom, it's still 0-0. So I'm now thinking of my fantasy points as well. All my defenders have got clean sheets. So I'm okay, cool. Trent will get a clean sheet for me. Liverpool will drop points. It's calm. Bing, 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 bing.
I only saw one ping.
Bro. Like, what's going on? I'm driving. You know, like when man's driving, but I didn't touch the phone, innit? Because I'm driving. So I park up. Like when I get to my brother's house, I see it's already done, innit?
Yeah.
Brentford 0, Liverpool 2. I'm thinking, what the fuck, bro?
Literally, what just happened?
What the fuck just happened, bro? He just went from 0-0 to man's gonna beat Villa. We're closing it. It's gonna be 2 points. In my head, I got the scenario, bro. They drop points, bro. And then I see that they brought Nunez off the bench and Nunez bagged 2. And now I'm thinking, okay, the boys, because I know obviously everyone watches it, everyone knows. Whether Arsenal players watch the game, they would have known about the results. They would have been in the stadium when it was 0-0. So they would have been geeing themselves up, giving them even more impetus that, boys, we don't lose today, innit? We have to beat Villa. Villa beat us last season. They fucked up our season last season. We didn't beat them at all last season. We beat them away this season. Same again, put the performance in. We win. We got 2 points behind and whatnot. So from that to when they come out of the change room, oh, by the way, lads, Liverpool just scored 2 last minute, 91st and 93rd minute. A human instinct that's just going to naturally just deflate them by like...
Yeah.
And then they got to pick themselves up. So then Arteta's got to pick them up again and be like, doesn't matter what they do, we still have to win. But you know that psyche that if they had drop points, it would have given them that extra 5% or whatever it was.
Of course.
So then we step onto the pitch, but it didn't look like that even affected them because I thought, once again, the performance levels was, for the side that we're playing against a very good Aston Villa team, with a very good coach in Unai Emery, and we've had to shuffle the pack because I knew like midnight that Saliba weren't going to play. Because I follow a like reputable source on Twitter. So that's why I even sold him my fantasy team. So that I knew that we're going to have to rejig the team. So taking that into consideration, that Timber's now have to go centre back, Partey's gone right back, Mourinho's going to have to start. Obviously, he's taken Sterling out of the team now. He's put so there's a couple changes and whatnot. But the performance levels are still like, if you came out of space and watched us, you would have just thought, oh yeah, that's a good football team. They're not missing no Saka or like Saliba because they're still holding their own, innit?
Yeah.
So then we have a couple chances and whatnot. Their goalkeeper makes a couple saves, but they don't really have nothing. But they always had like the threat of Oli on the break. And that is always, whenever you play Villa, that's always constant, isn't it? Yeah. And the running power of Morgan Rogers now they've had to, and they got good, beautiful football players in there in terms of Tillemans and Ramsey. So they can always do something. So they're always going to pose a threat the other way. But in terms of how we were playing, I thought the way we were playing, chance creation was there. And obviously we get the first goal. Same again, good play by Trossard, just like the other day. Martinelli needed the goal. You know, he equaled his tally for all of last season. Because last season he got 6 in the league. Now he's got 6 already. So we got 1-0 up. Boom. And you're thinking, okay, cool. It's comfortable. We get to half time. And they haven't really threatened like that. Do you know what I'm saying? And we're still playing, I think we're still playing well, innit? Like, I'm sure Arteta couldn't be more proud of the players out there. Like, Thomas had to go right back. Timbers had to fill in that centre half. And everyone's doing their job. And then we come out and you expect a reaction from Villa that, because they need the points as well, innit? They're going for Europe as well.
Yeah.
But no, we stepped on it even more. And then we get the second goal, which is, once again, nice play from Trossard. It's a beautiful finish by Havertz.
You were probably relaxed there.
Yeah, you know, the finish from Havertz doesn't give someone that hasn't scored and is missing.
Yeah.
It gives someone that still, you know, I got quality and I'm still confident in myself. No matter what some of the fan base say about me and whatnot, I still got confidence in my ability because that wasn't someone that looked like they was lacking on confidence with that finish. So when we go 2-0 up, because I literally said, that time I was at my brethren's house, innit? And I didn't want to carry the baby because she's a newborn, innit? And I'm watching Arsenal. I didn't want to drop the baby. But just before that, I looked at her and I said, we need a second goal. And then boom, we got the second goal. And I said we need a second goal because I just thought, in a game like that against Villa, the cushion is needed, innit? Yeah. Because they're always going to have a threat the other way. And they had players that come off the bench. John Duran, Leon Bailey, and they just got Donya Marlon. And their bench, every one of those players could play for us right now with the two guys that we've got. Right. So all the options that are coming off the bench was firepower. And we had, who did we have? Raheem Sterling. So I think, okay, 2-0. Now I'm not going to lie. I did think, I trust the boys and I've supported this team for long enough. And I've seen this team under Arteta that we don't throw away 2-0 leads like the olden Arsenal where Arsenal would go 3-4-0 up and the fan base would still be nervous. Like remember Newcastle? We go Newcastle, we're 4-0 up, Newcastle pull it back to 4-4. But under this team, with these players, with this manager, it doesn't tend to happen. So when they get there 2-1, I think Partey's got to do much better in closing down Digne. Yeah. And that's why I think when it comes to football, KYP is so important. Know your personnel, know the players.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as Digne come on, someone's got to let Partey know that don't matter what's going on inside you, you have to stop the cross. Yeah. You have to stop the cross. He's got the best delivery of a left back in this league, in my opinion. Anyone plays left back, when it comes to delivery, I don't think no one's got a better left foot than him. So the fact that Thomas was standing off, it's almost like he didn't know who he was playing up against, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think there are a lot of footballers that do that. So even when we're playing 5, 7, we play 7 aside for each other for years. As soon as I watch a player, I'm like, this is what the player does.
Yeah, you
this
know
is
their
what foot
strengths.
they play. This
Yeah.
is what strengths, and you use that to build on how you play.
100%.
But it's like, you know, this is what he does.
That's what he's good at.
But you're focusing on something else.
And I
What's the
get that
benefit
Thomas
of
is
that?
not a right back, so that's why the information had to be fed to him. If he weren't going to take it up himself, someone's got to let someone know. Whether Trossard plays to the left, he's the closest to Arteta. He's got to tell him, listen, get the information over to Thomas that Digne's come on for Maatsen. It's a different threat now. Maatsen probably wants to dribble and stuff.
Yeah.
Digne wants to get it out of his left foot and whip it. So then he gets it in and it's 2-1. Yeah, Tielemans scores. So it's 2-1. I think, okay, it's 2-1. The boys will see this. I'm not going to lie. I still think we can see this out, innit? We can see this out. We just put a good, resolute defensive display on. Don't give nothing cheap away.
Yep.
And we can still go get the third on the counter. And then 9 minutes later, they get a stupid free kick. Second phase. I have no idea. Was Thomas Partey going back to Accra?
Bro.
Or was he going to the airport
It's like
and
they
he was
told him
going
the
to
game's
see
done.
somebody or something? Or did he? I don't understand. Because he's with Ollie
Yeah.
and then he leaves him. And then there's no way he can tell me his brain wanting to say, I'm going to play him offside. My guy.
I thought he whispered at him. I thought he whispered something to him, man. Your
the
mom's calling you.
I think the only explanation is he wanted to play him offside. But you know why you can't play him offside? Because Kai Havertz's brain didn't say. Because remember, Kai went back with one of their players, and he went over Kai, and the player said Kai done the right thing. He went back with him.
Yeah.
All Thomas has to do is just you're with Ollie, stay with Ollie till that phase of play is done.
Yeah.
The phase of play is not done. Mike Cassie's swinging the ball into our box. How can you vacate the box?
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
And then they literally go like this, and then Ollie goes, "Oh, thank you," and that's time saying.
Yeah. I think he just lost the tech. Like, he just started thinking about something else.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Whether I don't know whether something in his brain just went, oh, yeah, let's turn off now. We're going to Accra today. We got to catch the flight.
I literally feel
You know what? It's one of them ones though. Like the issue that Arteta is doing with these players, is that he's giving them excuses to have a rebuttal against him, because Arteta could come and get against Partey and say, "What the hell are you doing in that situation? You know you need to mark your man." Partey will turn up, but I'm not a right back.
Yeah, but that don't matter though.
But it doesn't. It doesn't.
Maybe
but,
to the Digne one that he can say that. I'm
Yeah.
not right back. That's not me by trade and whatnot.
Yeah.
But that one is just
Was
stay
it
with your
clear?
man.
Was it a
It's
clear-
second phase.
Okay.
That second goal,
Because-
you're talking about the first goal, fair enough.
Yeah.
Partey can say blah, 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 blah. But he's played right back enough to know that he's got to stop the
Yeah, and
cross.
I don't appreciate that because.
But the second one, that second phase, you stay with your man.
Yeah.
No, but even with like the first one, as a football player, I analyze who I'm playing against, right? Regardless whether you're playing me defense, midfield, I'm looking at what your attributes are, right? So how I'm going to treat a Dybala is going to be very different to how I treat a Fernandes. And someone that knows how to play football,
Yeah, you just know
think
things
about
like
that.
that, yeah.
So I think it might just be one of those that he just switched off.
Yeah. No, you definitely did. You
Yeah,
definitely
he
did.
definitely
just
lapsed in
switched off.
concentration.
Yeah.
But then when I look, so you look at the time and it's 69 minutes, and I think obviously a point is no good to us, innit?
Yeah.
Man need the win.
No
innit?
point, no
And what do you
point,
do when you need the win? Obviously, you look to the bench, and our bench ain't nothing going there. So the players on the pitch have to figure this out, innit? And credit to them, we still gave it a go. We still
Yeah.
had more chances to go and win the game 3-2, and obviously the big decision with the handball. Now at first when I saw it, I thought he hit his hip. So I'm celebrating like mad. This is the second time. I remember Fulham. Now I'm celebrating like mad, like, thank you. I got my points. I need the points. I need to close the gap on Liverpool. And then I see that. Then I hear that. Like VAR thinking, what do you mean it's VAR? But he hit his hip. We all saw it, fam.
What are you VARing?
He hit his hip.
Nonsense, man.
And then obviously, and you know, I didn't see it, but I don't know what angles they were showing, but I didn't see it back until after the game. Because I still went into my other group chat and said, that's not handball. It's not handball. And my brother goes, it's handball.
Ham, stop it.
And I'm like, no, but it's hit his hip though. But I didn't see the other angle where it's the hand behind the first hand that we see that it hits his hand and goes in. And I'm not sure if it's after that we have the other chance where, like I said, credit to the boys because they still tried. They still gave it a go. When we have the Mourinho shot, hits the post, comes back, Trossard shot, Martinez saves it. Then we have that Trossard chance where Miles Skelly, who was brilliant again, by the way, brilliant.
Baller.
The through ball to Trossard, whether it would have been onside or offside, Trossard has to put that away, and then we'll figure out whether it was onside or offside after. So there was still, even though we had those lapses in concentrations, which is what I would call the 2 goals. Fair enough, if we give them the first goal, good quality. The second goal is lapse of concentration. I still think with the 20 minutes we had left, we still done enough to win the game and whatnot. And I don't think it was that. And they did have the chance where Tielemans hits it and hits the post. So we could have lost the game, but I think we did more than enough to win the game. I thought if we won the game, Aston Villa wouldn't have felt like, oh, we should have got a point out of it.
Yeah.
But firstly, Dan, I want to know, what do you think about the goal, whether it was handball or whatnot, and obviously give your views on that.
You know what it is, yeah? With Arsenal nowadays, well, this season, I was chatting to my boy about this. I said, I feel like just before every Arsenal game, the referee committee comes together and says, we've got a new rule. We're going to roll it out in this Arsenal game.
Yeah.
And we want to see if this makes sense.
Yeah.
They see it happen, penalty, yes, or goal, or offside. It makes sense. Then maybe they look on Twitter, people ain't happy.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's just cancel this rule. But it's only been...
They're definitely doing that with the delay of the restart thing, though.
Because
that's not happened again.
Yeah, that's a bit.
That's not happened
That's
again.
a bit mad.
Because it's just mad. But when you, like you said, when you actually look at the footage, you can see it does hit his hand.
It's handball, yeah.
But you know what the problem is, yeah? I feel like, slow motion can make a lot of things much worse. Slow motion can make things worse because it could have just...
Yeah.
But, I
think the handball, the one that Ade's always been saying is like, let's just make it so it's not subjective.
Yeah,
it's
so
just,
it's
if it hits your hand and it goes in,
Yeah,
it's thingy. The other ones, I don't like the other ones where like defenders, but that one hits his hand and goes in.
Especially when it's going towards the goal, let alone going into the goal.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes you just have to say this is it and we just accept
celebrate that.
If I'm being honest,
this backflip.
if I'm being honest, obviously I was here, so obviously I was chatting to another guest now, and I looked to the side, I saw 3-2. So me, obviously we're both Arsenal fans. We're like, come on.
I love this.
So as we're talking again, and we look again, it's 2-2.
It's 2-2. Yeah, you're like, what?
I was ready to scrap the whole episode just based on that because I was so appalled. But then you know what it is? It's like, it's a draw. It's not. I mean, a draw nowadays with Arsenal, the way our standards are so high.
Yeah, it feels like a loss.
But it's a draw. We're still, 4 points behind? 6 points.
No, 6 points behind them.
6 points. I mean, the way I see it is,
mathematically, 6 points is still nothing.
Yeah.
It's still
With
nothing.
16,
It's a
17 games to
competitive
go.
league, bro. It's a competitive
but
league.
the issue is, I think it's just a case of the league is not the problem. It's the fans. It's too much pressure on these man. Like we lose one game.
Everything's the end of the world. Quick.
End of the world. Arteta out.
Quick.
We win the next game. Arteta in. You guys lose.
It's toxicity. I can't say that word properly.
I can't say
Yeah.
it.
But it's toxic.
No, but
toxic.
it's mad because like when you guys went on a run of like negative results and everyone was like out.
The negative
then
result was
all
one
of a
loss,
sudden
yeah.
they forgot. You won a couple of games and it's not even that. Oh, they said, oh, he's doing all right now. They forgot they had any issue with him at all.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden it's out again. I'm like, bro, you might need to do some tests.
Yeah.
The way you guys are moving, you might need
yeah.
to see someone and do some tests because it's a bit crazy.
Nah. And what I don't get is, I get that fans are emotional, and some fans just see the name Arsenal and see Aston Villa, or see the name Arsenal against any other team that's not maybe City and Liverpool right now and think, we have a divine right to win the game 3-0. And they take context out of it. What Arteta is having to deal with this season, game to game, not saying other teams don't have injuries and that everyone has that, but I'm saying the other teams that have injuries, they're like 15th, 13th, 11th, 9th. He's having to deal with injuries to big players, other players, and we're second.
It's crazy.
We're not 7th or 8th or 4th, we're second. And we're having to blood in an 18-year-old at left back who's a centre mid by trade, and he's having to go there. Then we have to go play our best number 6, who's been our best midfielder all season, and we're having to plug him at right back.
Mad.
Yeah. Then we're bringing in a fresh midfielder that we bought this season, Marino, who didn't have a preseason injury and whatnot. Play him as a left 8. Then our front 3 is going to be Martinelli, Havertz, and Trossard. 2 of those you would say don't start in Arsenal's best 11 and whatnot. But we're still getting a performance level out of them. It's not like we're playing shit and we're scraping these 2-2s. We deserve to beat Spurs by, like you said, 4, 5, 6 months. We deserve to win yesterday. Do you know what I'm saying?
You're talking
by our
about
performance levels.
Highly competitive.
So it can't
Premier
be,
League.
your emotions can't be results based.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
This season's probably the most competitive Premier League season we've had for a little while because
there's only me and my boy said in the group. There's only, and I'll let you go. There's only one easy game in the Premier League, and it's probably Southampton away. And Southampton at home.
that's not even for us.
Yeah, But every other game in the league, it's fuck.
hard,
You go to
bro.
Bournemouth, Bournemouth just turned over Newcastle 4-1, bro.
Casually,
What
bro.
they
You go to Brentford drew with City.
Yeah.
We beat them 2-1, and Liverpool got over the line in the 91st and 93rd minute.
Brentford were
Bro.
2-0
You play
down.
Fulham. You play Fulham. Fulham can give you a hard
bro.
game, bro.
Yeah.
When we were winning the leagues back in the day, our hardest games was when we played United. When you played us.
And then we might throw in Newcastle,
And maybe
in
Newcastle
once in a
there.
while, and
maybe a tricky game at Stoke.
Maybe a
Liverpool.
tricky, yeah.
Yeah. But even with
But the
Stoke,
league
shit,
now is mad, bro.
It's crazy.
Everybody's
It's
being
mad.
Nottingham Forest are third in the league and deserve to be third in
100%.
this
Big
league,
updates.
bro.
you've got Brighton. Brighton are 9th.
Is that Brighton are 9th, bro?
Are 9th.
all the teams in the bottom half are in the top half. It's crazy.
It's crazy, man. It's
crazy.
competitive. So yeah, I don't see it that bad. And I think it's a situation is that when you have a discussion, you talk about a match, single game. You talk about form, which could be 5 games.
Yeah.
And then you talk about longer term, which is actually this is your shit. Right? But I think everyone takes you've had 1-2 bad games and now that just means
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
horrific. Bro, yes.
Nah.
Yes,
The only
temper-
frustration
temper
I
this a bit.
understand, and I'll move it forward to the transfers and whatnot, is the fact that we knew that Saka was injured before the transfer window. Saka went down in
And this-
December.
As I said,
And we
tomorrow the
knew,
20th.
we all knew into the summer that we needed a forward player. I never said it had to be a striker, but we needed a forward player. And they gave Arteta Raheem Sterling. I keep telling man, he didn't want Raheem Sterling. He took Raheem because I've worked with him before and he's available. And we're not really paying a madness for his wages. I need someone else in that front line. All we got is Raz. All right, cool, I'll take him. Because he wanted big links with Benjamin Sesko, big links with Nico Williams, innit? And whatnot. So now Saka goes down. And you gave him Raz, and you can see 3-4 months in, he ain't really playing Raz, innit? So he's not feeling him. So you had to go give him someone, innit? And then he tried to plug it with, okay, Jesus came back. And now I could have told you that Jesus was going to go down injured. It's the only reason why I said that. I'll take Cunha right now over him. And I never once said that Jesus is a better football player than Cunha. I just know that for what I want from my team and what I'm going to get out of both of them productivity-wise, I'm going to get more productivity out of Cunha right now because I could have told you this is going to happen to Jesus. He's going to bag a couple goals. He's gonna look decent, and he's gonna go down injured.
Yeah.
'Cause that's been his career.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's a player in there, but his career has been blighted at injuries at City and at us and whatnot. So he goes down, and then what does Arteta do? Okay, I got Ethan, who I didn't really trust when Odegaard went down, but now Saka's out. I'll play him wide right, and Ethan had 2 good games out there, Brighton away, and there was another game where he played well out there, and you're thinking, okay, cool. But he's still crying out, I still need help in the window. I need someone to come in it. And then he goes down. And now we are at January the 19th. And when this comes out, it's going to be January 20th or 21st. And someone still hasn't come into the front line. So now we are left in every game we go into now, we have one attacking sub that we can make at any given time. Even if, with the situation that we have now, if he starts with what he went with the other day, Havertz, Trossard and Martinelli, Sterling is the only attacking option we have. Because even midfield, if you want to jug it up in midfield, there's no attacking midfield players. Fabio Vieira's out the door. ESR's, I'm not playing with visionaries because I'm not saying I would have wanted to keep one of them. One of them staying would have been okay for squad minutes.
cover, yeah.
Just for cover. But Ethan came through, happy with that. But now there's nothing to come off the bench other than Zinchenko, left back. Or if you want to plug him into midfield. Georgie, if you want to control it. But I always look at, before we start any game, I always go on Flash Score and I look at team subs bench. I didn't even look at the starting 11. Because I always think of, okay, if the game is stale, how are you going to change it?
Yeah.
So that's why when you look at Villa, they could have changed. They could have went John Duran. They could have went 2 up top, John Duran and Watkins.
bro.
They could have went Bailey and Marlon either side. We can't change it. So I don't want the fan base to be like, oh, it's Arteta, because he isn't blind, bro. He knows what he's coaching week in, week out, and he knows what he's seeing. So he is definitely going to the board and telling the board, y'all need to fucking help me. Do you know what I'm saying? And whether the board are not, whether they're dilly-dallying or not, or they're saying, oh, we don't want to pay this because we don't want it to affect the summer and stuff like that, or we can't, whatever it is. At the end of the season, I would love for them to come out and say why we didn't do business in January. Because if we don't win the league, I won't say it's just January that cost us. It will be, we'll look at summer and we'll say, we didn't get the right personnel through the door. January came with an opportunity to get the right personnel. We're 6 points behind Liverpool. Let's just say they draw or lose to Everton miraculously. We'll still be 6 points
Which
behind
is not
them
impossible.
with like 14, 15 games to go. And you're still not going to give this manager, who we are giving 15 million a year, by the way.
Crazy.
Yeah. So if you trust him that much, then give him the fucking players, bro.
But you know what the problem is, Ham? he had money. And this is one thing. Yeah, don't get me wrong. The signings were.
You're saying the money that he spent on Calafiori and Mourinho,
bro,
should have spent it on a.
You can't even buy. You know, I'm not saying you have to go over the odds and buy 95 million. There's even 30 million pound strikers. If you just do the
Or a
due
winger
diligence.
or something.
Oh yeah, there's people out there. But the problem is, there was even Daniel Malen that even played for Arsenal.
Bro.
Now he's at Aston Villa.
Yeah.
For how much?
Because right now, man, bro, right now, I would take it on your Marlon, bro.
And the thing
Right
is,
now, in this
especially-
January.
You're just looking for an option. You're not even going as far as saying, buy me that killer striker.
No.
Get me an additional
Yeah.
option.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
And, bro, if we don't get someone through the door, I don't understand. Like, there's no way that, unless it's just business, it's just business, innit? And it's just black and white. You deal with numbers at the end. The numbers just ain't making sense. It's the only way I can think why they won't get someone through the door.
That's
that
the
the
only
numbers aren't
consideration
making sense.
I sometimes
It
say.
can't come from a place of, because we are all
Yeah.
watching the same thing and we all know what we need. As everyone that watches the Premier League, whether
Yeah.
you're an Arsenal fan or you're an opposition fan, you all know Arsenal need help in the attacking.
I like the fact that you just brought that up because obviously I work with numbers. I work in the corporate world, so when everyone's screaming, it's like, brother, do you think shit's just unlimited?
That's the thing. That's
When
the
people talk like that, I'm just like, did I just? But I'm just like, if your wife comes to you and says, buy me 2 Gucci bags,
Yeah.
a this, a that, this.
Do you think the funds are unlimited,
Bro, it's not unlimited,
You
bro.
look for alternative.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Bro.
Pucci or Bachi.
You know what I'm
Or
saying?
you just
Yeah.
say, babe, it's not possible today. And that's what life is like that. Sometimes it's going to happen. But everyone just talks like it's Football Manager. And even Football Manager, sometimes that's how you know.
Bro,
This transfer ain't going through.
Let me tell you right now, I'm on Football Manager with my boy. We're playing online. I'm managing Newcastle. Bro, I'm even probably 2 games away from being sacked. Bro, it's not. Bro, listen, it's not easy. These people, you know what it is? Playing Football Manager for like how many years has made me understand and realize that this Football Manager thing is not.
And you know
easy.
the maddest thing about the Football Manager, sorry to cut you there, man, is
Yeah.
that you're the face of the club when you're the manager.
Yeah.
So you take the good, the bad, the hits and everything. So Arteta can't come out here because it'd be unethical for him to say the conversations that he's having behind closed doors. Because I'm sure Arteta in his heart would love to say, bro, I've told them I need bam, 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 bam. These are players I want boom, 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 boom. And I've seen that there's money available, but they don't want to spend it for X, Y, Z.
Yeah, it's hard.
He
man.
can't come out and say that.
do that.
So what he can say, which he said the other day, which you can tell that he's getting frustrated. The other day when they said after the Villa game, when he said, yeah, well, you just look at the benches and I look at my bench, and he never really outs our players and stuff like that. But he's making it known that look at what I had to look at what I had to deal with, and look what Unai Emery came to play with. On the pitch, he had Rodgers, Ramsey, and Watkins, and then he can still bring on the 3 players that I've mentioned. And I had the 3 players that I can only go with, and a lone player that you lot got me in the summer.
It's crazy.
It's
It's
facts.
silly.
It's facts. So people need to consider shit like that as well. But
People are just fickle, man. It's just like you got to think about it. You're not going to go on anywhere in the world and go on social media and slag off your current employers. Nobody will.
Yeah.
You go
Yeah,
to
so he's
you,
not- yeah.
You go to your missus. You go to your family
Yeah.
outside of work. You know, this boss is not doing.
Yeah.
It. But you're not gonna go on BBC Sport and say Kroenke
Facts,
is not giving me
Yeah.
because he said he wants to
bro.
buy a yacht. No.
it's facts, man. So people just need to look at it a bit more holistically. Everything, just give them the money.
Yeah.
I
I get it. Emotions are high. We want to win the league and whatnot. It's still feasible. We can still win it.
Still got
It's not
time.
over. Just look at Liverpool. Liverpool have dropped bare points recently. We're just not capitalizing
Yeah,
on
yeah,
points.
yeah. Facts.
But the point I'm making is they are dropping points. So can it continue? Of course it can. But can we also not capitalize? That can also continue.
Also
so I don't want the condemnation that it's done, it's over.
Yeah.
I don't want that to seep into the fan base. Like
I know some
the
fans
players still believe,
that
and we
said-
still have to believe, and hope. Like, let me cross my fingers, and cross my toes, that somebody come through those doors, and it isn't just alone. Don't give me no Kim Kallstrom. Don't give me no Dennis Suarez. Don't give me them there. I will stand back. You know, if
Don't
you
give me
give me
no-
rubbish like
no
that,
Mkhitaryan.
I will stand. Yeah, I'll stand back. I'll stand back.
Obviously, yeah.
But like I said, we feel this way. Me and Damager feel this way because we drew. So I'm gonna move it on to Ade because Ade lost. So
You know what the
How
best
do you
situation
feel?
about this is? Obviously, the worst thing, the little one Came in time. To
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the birth of your son.
Oh my God.
Say for that, bro. So
Red divided, baby.
Yeah. So obviously we came in time and we were just sat watching the game. Well, I was watching it. He was just blinking eye.
Yeah.
So I was like, bro, we brought you in time to come watch this match and this disappointment. So, but it's that team again, right? Brighton come up
Brighton.
a lot. They've come up in a lot of our discussions.
Let me get my stats out.
In Reds divided, especially when it comes to Manchester United. And I think people haven't been happy when I've said, I think they're a better team than us.
Yeah.
And obviously, I think part of that, especially me and Tom, I think part of our difference in view is the definition of team. My definition of team is players and how they play football rather than the individual personnel that make up the squad. Mm-hmm. And I think today just showed another example of it, bro. It
was night and day between you guys.
And that's
Crazy.
This is a third manager. This is another manager. So we're not even saying
because it would have been
De Zerbi,
Potter, and now
Hazard.
Like, yeah.
And I'm like,
jeez.
this is not the same manager and the same team. Yeah. They are selling players, changing manager, coming back,
and they're still coming to Old Trafford. 3 years in a row, by the way.
Crazy.
That they've come to Old
3
Trafford.
years?
Yeah,
3 years in a row.
And won 3 years in a row.
And some of it's embarrassing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm even happy that the goal they scored, that they disallowed it. Because there was a point in time that I thought...
Oh, João Pedro, yeah.
Yeah, a point in time I was looking at, I was like, have they blown the whistle and the game's not going on again? Because it looked to me, I was just like, did something happen? And this game has paused. And then when he scored, and obviously they looked at VAR and it's foul. But I was like, without that, I'm wondering what's happening with you guys. You guys are not showing me... Obviously, originally, I thought it was going to be a hard game. Brighton ball. They pass. In my view, they've got the best option of wingers in the league.
Adingra, Minte, Matoma, Solly March. And they have one more? There's another one. I'm forgetting it. There's another one. Yeah.
But in my view, they've got the best selection. Maybe across all of them, I think they've got the strongest ones. Because who are you going to say? Maybe Liverpool.
I would say Liverpool.
So Liverpool, then them.
Yeah.
But outside of Liverpool, even City, you're not going to give me City.
No,
I'll take
City.
City.
Savino, Doku, Grealish.
You guys don't have the numbers in terms of, and you don't even have.
No, you would just take Saka.
Exactly, and that's it.
Yeah.
So you actually look at it and you're like, as a selection, they've got these players and they've got people in the middle that can play ball. And they just work together. Right? So obviously the game starts and I'm like, okay, it's Brighton. They ping the ball over the defense.
Quick.
It's
like, bro, I looked at my phone, it was 1-0. I couldn't even get the stream up.
Yeah.
Look at my phone, it was 1-0.
They're like, what we spoke before the game, quick, don't, if you waste time, you're not playing next game. I tell you, I'll swap you guys after 30 minutes.
Bro.
Have wingers. If you do nonsense, ping, straight across, Matoma, go, 1-0 down.
1-0.
It's an issue.
Good goal as well.
Yeah, good goal.
Oh. And the reality is, yes, we scored 3 goals the other day. Amma scored a hat-trick. We don't score goals like that. And Amorim came out in his press conference yesterday or the day before and said, we don't score goals, but that's not a new problem.
No, that's
and
not.
we discussed it here. It's not a new problem. It's a historic problem. So once we're 1-0 down, even if I've got belief in my team, history tells me we don't score enough goals.
You got to go and score 2 to win the game.
You get me? So it's not even a case of being pessimistic. It's just probability tells me we don't score enough goals.
Hardline facts.
Yeah.
So obviously, we get the penalty. Good closing
Blatant
down.
penalty. I don't know what the label was doing. Man jumped up in the air and dragged man by the neck.
It was mad. So
what you do?
Fernandes, superb.
Yeah.
Very composed.
And by the way, do you know that was Man United's only shot on target?
You are joking.
We didn't ask you.
Sorry.
Yeah, we didn't ask you guys.
Sorry, I have to say like and subscribe.
Yeah, we didn't ask that question, but cool. So obviously we equalised, and I'm like, this is where we push on.
But there was nothing in the game that was showing you that you'll push on. You just thought that if you got the equaliser.
Yeah, so I thought if we get the equaliser, there's the ability to score the goal. And even if we don't start playing better than them, there's that ability to go. A goal just gives you that motivation.
Yeah.
When you go with the flow, you get the second goal. And it didn't really happen. So I'm like, okay, they're still getting the ball. And then the disallowed goal happens. And I'm like...
Second half now, innit?
Second half, I'm like, the disallowed goal happens. I'm like, ooh, I didn't like that. Doesn't take too long, and then they score.
Score quick.
Score quick.
They gave you the warning signs, man. Didn't listen to it. You know, like when the fire alarm goes off at work, I think it's fake, bro. Man, ain't getting to the assembly point.
and I think that was my issue. I thought that would have gingered them into action, but there was nothing.
Nah, there was no
nothing.
reaction,
and they just kept coming.
And that goal was the second goal. Who scored the second goal? No, it was Matoma.
Matoma,
Because it was the ball from Minde.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Beautiful ball.
Same brothers that set each other up for the first
But
goal.
the same issue is not going with your player, right?
Yeah.
It's just that you waited that second. And it's the same thing as the first goal. You waited that second, Matoma's gone.
There was a Mazrari again, innit? It was him twice.
And with the goal, it's a lot closer to goal, but that split second makes a difference. It makes a difference. So you always have to be switched on, which obviously everyone wasn't on. So that's cool.
Then they made the changes after that, innit?
Make the changes.
They brought on Collier.
They brought Collier on.
And I think Anthony.
They brought Anthony on again. So it's it's just like let's bring this guy on. And to be honest, we picked up. So we're getting more of the ball. We're getting a bit more traction in front of their goal. We're pinging in
because he took off Kobe and Ugarte and dropped Bruno further. Dropped Bruno deeper. So Bruno was getting on it a bit more. Because he went deeper.
And obviously he was running up trying to get the pass. It wasn't always working for him to get the return pass. Or if he got the shot off, it wasn't on target. So, but we were a bit more pressure now. So I'm like, okay, this looks good. We might be able to do something. And then they get the chance.
It wasn't really a chance.
Okay, it's not even a chance. So I will tell you literally exactly how it happened for me. So I've seen them cross the ball and I've seen it go to Onana. So obviously I look down at the little one. Now I look up and they're celebrating. I'm like, I couldn't.
Did they kick the ball out of his hands?
Bro, I couldn't reconcile.
Did he throw it in the ball in goal by himself?
Because you know our brains, when it doesn't see something, it tries to fill in the gaps. I couldn't fill in the gaps. I was like, I saw this ball go to him. So how's the ball in the back of the net?
Oh, that is so.
And they showed the replay, and I'm just like, all of you are not on it today.
Brother, he's made some errors, but that one was
just
my comical,
issue
bro.
It's the number of errors. It's too frequent. Like, fantastic. Ultimately, yes, you should be able to play the ball with your feet. What's the point of being a goalkeeper if you can't keep the ball out of the goal?
It's like you had a great shot stopper in De Gea, but couldn't use his feet. And then you got a guy that's not the best of shot stoppers. He's not the worst, but not the best.
Yeah. Now,
but
he stops some, but the mistakes are a lot, bro.
Crazy,
so I remember pre-season last season when he just started. We were playing a pre-season game against... Who finished fourth in the French league last season? The Champions League team.
Not Monaco.
Not Monaco.
It was probably Lille. Was it Lille?
Lens. Because we played Lens last season. In the Champions League.
Yeah, we played Lens pre-season game, and they scored that goal from like halfway line over him.
That goal was comical.
Pre-season.
I think that was his first game, innit?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, so this is like, we'll give you benefit of the doubt, because I remember, I think when we bought him, either you asked, are we happy with him? And I'm like,
we'll see.
We'll see in it. We'll see.
Know,
So the mistakes are too frequent. I'm seeing you make mistakes that some keepers didn't make in 5-10 years.
Yeah, man's
it's
making
a lot,
them,
man. It's a lot. So obviously that happened.
And after that, the game was done at that. Huh?
And we laid siege on them. We laid siege. And I'm like, even the 91st minute, what? Just pumping. In that time, you're still not getting any shots on target.
Nothing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And Brighton are like...
And Brighton was happy. Brighton was just like, all right.
And you know what I like about a sensible team? So sometimes, like, obviously when the whole playing out the back came out, and I sometimes used to complain about it, it's not that I don't like playing out the back, but sometimes it don't make sense. Right? And Brighton decided, when there were 2 goals up, to say, we don't need to do nothing here.
Yeah.
We don't need to do anything risky. We don't need to be stupid.
Nah.
And that's what I appreciate in football. Playing out the back is sensible, but you're 2-0, 2 goals.
Got to be at the right times, right space, right time. Yeah,
dead it.
Yeah.
And that's what they did, and we kept huffing and puffing. I was just looking at like fucking
We
pretenders, and it comes back to Brighton. And obviously, I'm sure you've got the stats.
Yeah,
you've got the stats for us.
I've got it here. So, all I've got here is I'm gonna name these results, okay, and you tell me who won the game. May 2022, 4-0. Brighton or Man United?
Man United now.
Man United.
Brighton, 4-0.
Shit, pussy.
August 2022, 2-1.
United.
Brighton. That was at Old Trafford.
Ha.
May 2023, 1-0.
United.
Brighton won that game 1-0. September 2023, this is at Old Trafford. 3-1.
United.
3-1. No, you can't fool me this third time. It's Brighton.
Brighton won that game.
Fool me once, shame on me.
Yeah.
The low probability, if I keep saying United will win one.
So that's 4 in a row. May 2024. 2-0. This is at Brighton.
Nah, United, bro.
United.
You got that one right. First one right. August 2024. Should know this, the start of the season.
Brighton.
2-1.
Brighton for sure.
Swear down.
And today, 3-1. Who won?
See, that's the issue now. So that's
Brother,
where
that's 6 out of the last 7.
Bro.
So Brighton have won.
and Brighton
So when
are
Ade
literally
says
the default
Brighton
thing.
are a better team, he's backed up with facts.
So who's at fault? This is the problem now, because I feel like we like to always talk about Amarin, tactics, philosophy. But are we not just gonna just be honest and say some of your players are just not?
Yeah, no, I think we all know that.
No, I think some of
I
the
think
players,
some people think the players are good. No,
Yeah.
I don't. But
I don't think they're good enough. Like, I think so. The issue here, right, is, as I always say, I think Brighton are a better team. So being a good team is a combination of the football you play and the personnel
the players you have to play it,
right?
Yeah.
So our personnel may be all right, but in combination with the football that the manager's trying to pass across, we are far behind Brighton, or whether far we're behind them. I'm not saying without a few changes we'll surpass
Yeah,
them. I reckon we
yeah,
will.
yeah.
But at the moment we are behind them. They've got that head start on us.
Yeah.
And they buy individuals that can slot straight into that.
The profile of
personnel.
their player is always
Yeah.
pretty much spot on.
Belieber,
Very-
solid. Sometimes when he picked up,
Van Hecker at centre
Yeah.
half, wherever they got him from, brilliant centre half.
bro,
Very good.
So
Yeah.
it's like, sometimes when Belieber picked up the ball today, and I just looked at him, I was like, shit, what's happening, bro?
Physical specimen, middle of the park. Ayari, centre mid next to him.
And he was
Even
moving
that
as well.
Minte,
And they
Minte's
were
good
moving
as
as
well.
good
Bro,
player.
yeah, exactly. He might not have the acumen that Matoma has,
Yeah.
but he has attributes to do
Yeah.
what he needs to do on that side of the on
And
that side
you
of
saw
the
the
pitch.
perfect thing that United players don't have, or it's that physicality, that
Yeah.
energy to do both things, go up and down. So you saw 2 examples in the game today where who was playing right wing back for you? Mazarari was playing right wing back,
Yeah.
or someone got in down the right. Last ditch tackle, who made it? Matoma went off for a corner for them. Same again. There was 2 times Dallo got away from Minte. Minte chased him all the way down, 2 tackles outside of his box twice. Doing both. And when you play for a top club,
Yeah.
Arsenal, City, Liverpool, you see it with all them, barring Salah, who is allowed the license to not have to do his defensive duty because he's going to go
Made
get
that
40,
agreement.
50 goals and assists a season.
Yeah.
Everyone knows his wingers and midfield players and attackers work hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we say it a lot about United that the players just don't work hard enough. And then it was interesting. I wanted to get your take on this because Amarin come out at the end of the game and said, this is the worst United side in history.
So I laugh, but it's a madness because we have done bits with the Silva twins.
Yeah.
as our
Rafael and
wingers.
Fabio, yeah.
We have had subpar players come to United and win trophies. Why? Because they had the right mentality.
Yeah.
They had the right mentality and the right manager.
I thought the environment was
The
good for them as well,
environment-
yeah.
It's a winning
It's a
environment.
winning
You
environment,
flow.
yeah, you can fit in better there.
Now we have an environment that's toxic. It's just, it is what it is, right?
It's like everyone that goes there is just going that way.
You get me?
It's
Yeah.
manager, player, coach, just going
It's
that
just
way.
hard. It's hard. It's hard. And that's, bro, it's like when you work at your job. If the environment's toxic, it's going to be
Even
shit,
if you
bro.
wanted to go to that job and be, I'm going to perform. If
Yeah.
everyone else that you meet on your first day is like, bro, this
You
place,
just be miserable, bro.
You be
you can get away with doing the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Even you came there with your personal pride that, no, I'm coming there to perform at optimum level. After a month, 2, 3, and you see everyone else around you ain't on nothing, you'll be like,
Realize, yeah, it's long.
I'm like, bro, I ain't on piss either, bro. I'm still getting paid the same way you man are getting paid.
And I think that's where this issue is. And I think that statement, if he uses the term again, team, a combination of everything,
Yeah.
or even extends it to the club, just everything at
Yeah.
this moment, probably screams yes.
Yeah.
Right? In terms of playing, squad, the football we're playing, like manager might not be his fault, but the combination of everything, the hierarchy, I think everything probably.
Yeah.
I think probably. But as I said, I'm hopeful that we are going to come to the end of it. So I'm not critical on a long-term basis, but ultimately I still need to look at each game and be like, no, you were shit.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And I'm hoping we will pick up points here and there. And what really disappointed me was that before the Brighton game, I was like, we beat Brighton. And then I think we
You got
would have
Fulham
been-
away. Next. Oh, sorry.
Fulham away.
Next,
but we
yeah.
would have been, I think we would have been 2 points behind them.
Brighton. Okay, yeah.
But now to make this statement, Brighton are 9th, I think. And we are 8 points behind them.
Yeah, 'cause I think you guys are 13th. Yeah.
Mad.
But you think about that. But I remember there was a time that me and Tom sat here in front of you, and we were saying that
Brighton are
United were only 7 points away from Arsenal or 7 points away from top 4 at a stage in this season. And we're like, it's not so bad. And we honestly both felt that
Yeah,
we're only 7 points
the gap is
away.
18 now.
But now we are 8 points away from 9th position.
Yeah,
9th. And you guys are complaining about being 6 points away from first.
Yes, yeah.
We are 8 points
Perspective,
from
bro.
9th.
Put things into perspective, bro.
Crazy, bro.
United and Spurs they're still part of the top 6.
Yeah.
They're 13th and 15th respectively, bro.
The fact that we're above Spurs, the fact we're above anybody apart from
It's mad,
Southampton,
isn't it?
Ipswich, and Wolves and Everton,
It's mad.
it's madness. I
Nah.
can't even believe that. But yeah, so that's my view on things, man. It's a bit crazy, but
The last point I wanted to make on United was, and it can be quick, is the lack of activity in the transfer. Is that literally because of PSR? Is it because there's no United don't have wriggle
I
room to
expect
make
it, man.
signings?
I think it's gonna be.
Because I don't see you, man, being linked with any incomings. It's just Rashford's gonna go. Anthony probably will go.
I think
Garnacho.
people
And we all know that you need players, but just like
yeah,
there's
people
nothing
need
there
to
to
leave
bring.
before we can.
Oh, is it?
before-
Yeah.
They're talking about Garnacho and Kobe Mano possibly.
Being up, yeah, because they,
Yeah. Yeah, because they'll see that as pure
profit.
And the
yeah.
thing is, obviously, it's we wouldn't want it.
But if it's
I won't
needs
be
must,
surprised if they do it. Yeah,
you think one of them? You think you won't be surprised if they let Garnacho or Kobe go?
I would expect them not to allow both of them to go. because
Yeah, I'm saying
that
you think one of them would
Yeah, I won't be. I won't
either
be
this
shocked.
window or summer.
I think more probably summer, because whatever you get, what are you really gonna buy in January? You're gonna start doing a rush job.
Yeah.
So I think I won't be sad if one of them goes.
That'd be
in the summer.
interesting, boy.
Because you look at it, you get 40 million for it. You get 40 million, put that in your books, and then you buy someone for 40 million, but then you get to spread that across the length of their contract.
Yeah.
So automatically your PSR numbers are looking.
I don't think United would sell
good.
either for 40. You would want more for
Yeah,
Garnacho
I'll
and
expect
Kobe.
50, 60.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I would expect it to be Garnacho over Kobe.
Yeah.
If I'm honest.
Damn, so we say neither of us are gonna do business this January, bro.
it's
It's
crazy.
gonna be a dry January.
But what you reckon? You reckon this January is happening for you lot due to the mistakes that Ten Hag made in the last season?
Due to the
Yeah, he
mistakes
spent a
that
lot of
the
money.
board,
Yeah, the board.
due to
I say the board, yeah.
I'm not going to blame Ten Hag on it. I'm going to blame the board because, as I said, if
Especially
you-
this summer. The money they gave him this
Yeah.
summer was definitely on the board.
If you are unsure of a manager,
Bro, you
don't
were
give
looking
him
at
that
other
level of
managers,
money.
bro. Why are you
Don't
giving
give
him bare
that
P
much money.
again,
It's
bro?
crazy.
It's mad. It's mad. So I can't blame Ten Hag. It's the people that gave him the money.
100%.
People that gave him the money. So it's a hard thing, and people. PSRs, it's restrictive, man.
Yeah.
It's
it is.
restrictive and it's hindering. So a lot of fans are going to be screaming for them to improve squads, but they literally can't because of PSR. Because what's the point of you breaking PSR? You win the league, then they deduct the points,
Yeah.
and it takes you now just below first. You guys will cry, and the joy I would have in my
Nah,
heart to see you guys celebrate and then lose the league.
No, we've been
love
celebrating too
it.
much this
I would
season.
I would love it.
Anticipated.
Well, PSR is a real thing, and it's causing issues. So
But I will. You know what it is? Yeah, I know I may get done for this at the end of the season, but I'm gonna stand on my sword, hold my sword, stand on it. Whatever they say,
Die on it, bro.
Arsenal are gonna win the league.
That's my guy.
No, this season, I guarantee you, I don't think Liverpool are going to win the league. I think Arsenal, we're 6 points behind, 6, potentially 9, depending on the game at hand. But I do feel like Liverpool will drop the ball a bit. And we still got, 17 games left.
Yeah, we got 16 games to go.
16?
Yeah,
Oh,
they got
come
7.
on,
they
Bro,
got
I
7.
find your statement refreshing. I'm not gonna lie. I hope you don't win it, but I'm tired of hearing no Liverpool are gonna win it. Some people have said give them the trophy.
Bro, remember Liverpool for the last couple of seasons have been in the title race. Remember last season was
Yeah.
a 3-pronged title race. They dropped out with like 7 or 8 games to go.
Yeah.
And whatnot. But they were ahead of us on points at a certain point. They
Bro.
dropped out and it became a 2-horse race between us and City. And they're the ones that's gone back to back with City. And you think City have led the league every year when they've won it? Liverpool have also had a
The thing
buffer
is,
on them as
I
well.
actually think there should be a law. The people that have already said give the title to Liverpool, especially the Arsenal fans, if you guys win it, they shouldn't let them celebrate.
No, I've said that already.
Oh,
Yeah, I've
you
said
let
that.
them celebrate.
It's nonsense.
They shouldn't
man.
let
Yeah,
them
I've said that
celebrate.
already.
How can you be saying congratulations, Liverpool? Like,
But
after
think
10
about
games?
Yeah, bro.
Think about it this way, David. Imagine if the season went like this. We win it. Liverpool come second. And United get relegated. And Tottenham get relegated with them.
We won't get relegated,
love
but
it.
it's good to dream.
I say.
It's all right to dream. We're not going to
But
get
do
relegated.
you know why you're not getting relegated? Because that 10-point buffer that you have on all those other shit teams. You know, if that buffer was, you know, if it was like 4 or 5, you know, you lot could easily get sucked into that relegation battle.
No,
100%.
It's the fact that it's
different
Ipswich,
circumstances.
Ipswich, Leicester, and Southampton.
We will win enough games to tick us over.
But the road to 40, 14 points. You got to get 14 points.
Fuck you, man.
No, but it's the road to 40. You know what? That's what we're titling this episode. Like I said, the road to 40, bro, for United. I mean, we're on 44, so, you know.
I'm not going to lie. That's disrespectful. It's disrespectful, but cool.
But you know what? But that's what most teams say when they like want to survive in the league. Let's
But
get
you
to
know what's
40
painful?
points.
The fact that you're saying it's 14 points away.
Yeah, it's 14 points away, yeah.
I don't think
That's
they're going to get
disrespectful, bro.
I don't think they're going to get the 14
That is
points.
embarrassing. It's away. 14
All I'm
points
saying
away.
is, don't let David Moyes come to the league and get Everton to finish above you.
It's not possible, man.
That right there to be the biggest piss take, bro.
I've got no comment.
That's a full circle moment. Like, you should never got mid of.
I've got no comments. No comment.
No, but obviously, talking about other teams, let's move on. Let's just wrap up the games for this weekend. There was quite a few goals still. Quite a few goals this weekend. Some good performances. First one was obviously Newcastle lost 4-1 at home to Bournemouth.
Mad.
Patrick Kluivert's son scored a hat-trick and scored more goals for at St James's Park than his dad did. And his dad was there for like a year.
No, it was a solid performance, man.
Bro, for me, best away performance I've seen all season.
It was impressive, man.
I think I feel like Kluivert is coming into his stride as well.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, a lot of his goals have been penned, but
Yeah.
performances, he's done doing his
But
thing.
to be honest, at that point, I thought he was going to be a journeyman, but he seems like he's found a home at Bournemouth.
And I
That's
think
his second hat-trick this season.
yeah, and I think they love him as well. So
Yeah.
they're good.
No, that was a good performance, though. But it was almost like because Newcastle been on a good run.
Yeah.
But then Bournemouth, people be forgetting, Bournemouth have injuries issues as well. But Iraola's, I think he's beating everybody, you know.
Newcastle have been
I think my man's beating everybody this
He's a good
season, bro.
manager still.
All the top clubs.
Yeah.
Maybe apart from Liverpool, I don't know. Yeah, maybe apart from Liverpool.
Maybe
But
apart
Iraola's
from
run
Liverpool.
is...
It's mad.
Yeah,
Liverpool have been on. Newcastle have been on the best run, and they were at home.
And they were at home.
Some of their best performers, they made them look silly. Like Gordon was nothing that game. Hall was
Bro.
nothing. Hall, at some point, I was like, "You've been speaking to Euro."
Bro.
That's
And Isak,
it was
the center back. Remember the one I was talking about the other day, Hoyson, and his
I
partner
didn't even talk about Isaac
Zabani.
because I didn't see him.
It's like, bro, nothing,
I
bro.
didn't see Isaac, so I didn't mention him.
Anything can happen in a month,
man.
Bro, it's
Carabao.
we say we can go there and win by a 3-goal margin, yeah.
Bro, we can win.
Bro, you know Arsenal fans are saying it's done. Now they saw Bournemouth go, they're like, whoa, we might be able to do something, you know? But cool. We already touched on Liverpool. That was big. On a human level, that was big for Darwin Nunez.
Yeah.
Because the big price tag, he's coming. We all know, he knows, his teammates know, Liverpool fans know he ain't it. In terms of a number 9. If you ask Liverpool fans, they'll be more than happy to get another number 9. So for him being a 9, that must hurt.
Yeah.
And him being... I always think when someone else is playing in your position that doesn't play in that position ahead of you...
Disrespectful, bro.
Like for us, like Kivy or sitting on the bench watching Timber have to go in there and Partey go right back. And he's saying, boss, I'm a centre back. And you know Darwin Nunez is on the bench and he's watching Luis Diaz go through the middle and he's like, what? Boss, I'm a number 9. I even wear the number 9. So for him to come off the bench and bag 2 and 2 massive... like if they win the league, they're going to look back at that game,
look
innit?
back on that,
I
yeah.
think. So he's had a contribution in it. So that was big for him on a human level. Obviously, I want him to lose and whatnot. But on a human level, that was big for him. Leicester, Rude ain't doing nothing there. They lost 2-0 to Fulham.
And people wanted us to sign him up. And that's the thing. People are very short-minded, bro.
But Leicester, they're not
They're not good enough.
side,
But
yeah.
he's also not shown anything at all. Like, Cooper was doing better than Rude's doing.
Yeah. Good win for Fulham. That's who you lot got next, though. Fulham away. That's probably a Fulham win, though, isn't it? Because that game, when you guys played Brighton's Day Out, I put a little wager on it that Brighton were going to win. It came in. You know, and same again, I will put a wager on Fulham to beat.
No comment.
Yeah? You say no comment?
No
there?
comment.
Okay, all right, no problem. Moving on. Happy to see ESR back on the score sheet. He hadn't scored in a while, but good goal for him. West Ham. So West Ham got a win midweek. Graham Potter, happy days. But came crashing back down to earth.
Quickly.
Lost at home 2-0 to Palace.
And Palace have picked up.
Jean-Philippe Mateta.
Mateta,
They've
he's
picked up.
coming alive
I've been
again.
impressed. I thought they were at risk, but they've picked up, which is nice.
And I'm happy they didn't sack Grasner. I don't like managers getting sacked willy-nilly. Like I like when they sacked Patrick Vieira, I didn't agree.
Yeah, that
and
was
whatnot.
nonsense.
And then Grasner's come in. And obviously, like you said, there was a bit shaky.
They're a bit
But
shaky.
they
Once
stood with
Olise
him.
left.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And they looked all right. They looked all right. And I feel like Mateta's form picking up is literally because he's just getting fitter. Remember, he played the whole of last season. He went straight to the Olympics. France got to the finals. No preseason, came into the league, and he looked a bit shaky. And obviously, they got Nketiah in.
Just the whole squad wasn't playing as well
Exactly.
as they
Exactly. So, yeah, so.
But just to add on to what you're saying, I feel like the fact that they've had, they gave him backing to not sack him and give him a chance. I feel like that's what the Premier League kind of needs to restore. Like, don't be too hasty. And
it can't just be results. Everything just results. But it's like, Nuno's doing a madness and Nottingham Forest. Daniel Levy sacked him at Spurs.
Which I didn't agree with at the time. I was thinking this
because he ain't playing the football that they want to play. Guarantee you now, I bet you any money, a Tottenham fan will cut their right arm off to be further level on points of Arsenal going for this league. We're saying we're going for the league. Forest are level on points of us right now, bro. Crazy. And yes, they don't play the best football, but they're not the worst team in the league to watch.
I enjoy their players.
No,
I enjoy their team.
Chris Wood's up top, Elanga, Hudson-Odoi, Morgan Gibbs White behind him.
I'm enjoying their game.
Yeah. Thank you for the assist, Ola Aina. My gosh. You know what I'm saying? Moving on, we spoke about Spurs a lot, but wait. I have to get my customary laugh. They were 3-0 down at halftime to Everton Football Club.
When Everton scored 1, I'm shocked. 1.
Then they scored 2
When's
and
the last
3.
time they scored 3?
I have no idea. Probably 1951.
Bro, I literally can't remember last time they scored 3.
It's who we are, mate. It's who they are, mate.
Bro, Dominic Solanke was doing the stanky leg, bro, with that goal, my man. What?
It's mad. I'm actually trying to find when the last time they scored. I lie. They beat Wolves 4-0 in December.
Okay. It's Wolves.
It's great. Yeah. I think even in the press conference, I saw a bit of it with Ange, and I think they said to him, familiar surroundings or something like that.
Man said, what type of question is that?
Yeah, he said, yeah.
He said, it was a defeat, innit? You lost, innit? And I get that he's got injuries, but, bro, Everton away.
5 points from 30. That's 10 different teams.
That's relegation form, bro.
That's
crazy.
You can't even say, that's half, literally 10 teams you've played. You can only pick up 5 points. One of them was Southampton.
Damn.
So, what are you playing?
You know how much I love David Moyes. I think I am definitely. There's no other black person I would say that loves David Moyes more than me. I love Moyes. Everything he done at Everton the first time when he went to United and he was gonna fuck them up. I was happy. That's my guy. I'm happy with what he done at West Ham. He won a trophy with West Ham. They ran him out of town. Disgusting behavior from their fans. And now he's back at Everton, and Everton are safe. They got David Moyes in. They're not going down. And like I said, they will finish above United. He touched on United, obviously. We can touch on it again that day.
Nah, it's cool.
Okay, cool.
No comment.
Forest, even though they won 3-2. Same again, they went 3-0 up. And then it looked a bit shaky still. It looked a bit shaky, 3-2.
It's a crazy one. But that just shows you the strength and the power of the Premier League.
Yeah, bro. Like, if you take your eye off the ball, they probably relax in that second. I don't watch it.
Yeah.
And it's one of them ones.
It's Southampton. Southampton could have got a draw. You know, Ola saved off the line.
It's crazy.
You see it? Probably saved off the line. It could have been 3-3.
Well,
Once it got to 3-2, I was like, ooh, momentum's a dangerous thing in football. Very dangerous. So, yeah.
And like you said, a goal changes anything. The minute you get a goal back or you get a goal forward, you're just like, it's new life. Everyone's rejuvenated. Everyone's pressing.
Like my boy said, bro, the only easy game in the league now is Southampton away or home. And even like we just said, look at Forest just about, look at United just about. So you go any stadium in this league, bro.
That's respect.
Bro, you got to respect it. However, City did make a mockery of Ipswich. 6-0. Yeah, you know when it got to 4 or 5, I just stopped now, man.
Yeah,
because when it was 2-0, I turned it off. I turned it off at 2-0.
That's them man getting the revenge for
all the things they've been going
through. All the things they went through. Pep getting his divorce.
Yeah, all
of
that.
Bro, like, you know what it is? Yeah, don't get me wrong.
Pep going through all of that at the same time is mad.
It's tough, man.
It's a lot.
Like, you gotta...
It's mad, fam.
And
I'm hearing a lot of his stuff he's having to like give up, and I don't want to go into his personal details, but
those are the things of divorce, boy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But 6-0, Phil Foden bag 2. Phil Foden's getting back into I think he got like 5 and 6 or something, or goal or assist involvement.
You'd like to see a quality player do that thing.
De Bruyne got 3 assists. Haaland scored, so it's looking like, you know, like a season ago when you look at Man City, just look at the results. You say, okay, Foden probably scored, Haaland definitely scored, KDB got an assist, They kept the clean sheet, and that's exactly what happened today.
But we want to see it not just
but it has
one
to be,
game in, one game out, and they got Chelsea next.
And they got Chelsea. So that you know what? That's the acid test. Because Chelsea have been a bit shaky recently with their performances and results. But away to City, both of them need the win.
Because the reason I knew they went back was the Brentford game. I knew City weren't winning that game.
Even when they went 2-0 up.
even when they went 2-0 up, I was like, maybe they're gonna win it. But before the game, I thought they were gonna lose. So I was like, I know City are not coming to this ground to win this game, and it's crazy to think like that. But they looked like a team that would suffer against Brentford. So until they show me a few games back to back against, I won't see them as a City of old. But it's a good result.
I'm not gonna lie though. You know how much respect I got for Pep and City. I still look at the table and think,
might be in the title.
They're like 10 points.
They might come.
They
might catch you.
Bro, I'm scarred that day, bro. They won 4 out of the last 4, but and I respect Pep highly and their team.
They might catch
They get it
you,
together. They're the one team that can go and win 15, 16. Crazy.
Yeah.
Now they probably won't do it this season, and it's probably a bit too late. But I still look at them like this, kind of like.
They'll make their purchases.
Let me see where them men are. How far away from me are they, bro?
They'll make their acquisitions and see where it goes.
Yeah, and then obviously there's only one more game. That's going to be Chelsea, Wolves. Tomorrow. Big game for Wolves. They need all the points they can get right now. But same as Chelsea needs to stop their rut, like I said, because they ain't picked up points recently. What do you think of that game, though? What do you think?
I think Wolves... where is it? Stamford Bridge?
Stamford Bridge.
Something tells me, man, it might be Wolves 2-1, you know? Or it might be a draw. I just don't think that Chelsea can find a win at the moment, especially after Enzo Maresca said they're not in the title race. So he's sort of like, I don't want to say he done it, but it's like he kind of killed their confidence in thinking that they're in with the big boys. Man said we're not
maybe on hindsight he could have chosen his words differently.
Yeah.
Because they're young, them brothers probably the young boys probably thinking, man, bro, you know, like when you're young and you're a bit of arrogance and whatnot. Just saying, bro, what? I'm just as good as like Palmer's. I'm just as good as who whatever City, Liverpool, and Arsenal got.
Yeah.
Caicedo's probably. I'm thinking so. Maybe he could have just used the words differently.
Softer. Yeah.
Like we're not in but maybe he could have just said, you know, we're young.
Yeah, he said it too firmly.
We're gonna compete and see where we go at the end of the season.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Instead of him just putting in an atmosphere that, because I'm a firm believer in, bro. There's power in the tongue, bro.
Of course.
You say you're not in the and I guess as a fan base, none of us expected Chelsea to win the league anyway. But how they started, the players, Enzo's ideas came across pretty quickly. They were in it.
Yeah.
So he didn't need to just like downplay it completely. He could have just said, listen, just the boys are playing well.
See how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. We're a young squad, blah, blah, blah. And behind closed doors, be telling them, yo, you can win this league, you know?
Show them.
Yeah.
Show them.
So it's almost like self-fulfilling prophecy, bro. Because now when was the last time they won? But I think it depends if Palmer plays. I know Palmer's got an injury. They're saying if he plays, I think if he plays, they win. I think my only reservation for Chelsea as to why I don't have them as title contenders is because of the goalkeeper is whack for me. And defensively, they're just not.
Shambolic.
Yeah. So quickly before we get out of here, predictions for the next game. So hopefully we're both back here and we're both happy. Because obviously this weekend, your L, my draw that feels like an L. But next week, we got Wolves away. Damager, what are you saying?
I can't lie. I mean, it's tough. You know, the numbers are low. The depth ain't there, but nevertheless, I would say 2-1 Arsenal.
Yeah.
2-1 Wolves. Cunha's about to tell you guys, come sign me.
Oh yeah, there's that little thing there, isn't it? Oh shit!
Come sign me. After next week, you're gonna.
No. What's gonna happen is Gabriel's gonna put him in his pocket and say, "See, this is why he needs to come play for us." But when you play against me, no joy. So I'm gonna say, obviously, because Liverpool play Ipswich first. I think they got a 3:00 kick. We got a 5:30. I fully expect Liverpool to take care of Ipswich, and that'll be 9 points. So we just have to win our game, and I think hopefully even if it's Ethan that's back. Or Calafiori, I know Ben White's back in training. If we could just get another body in, hopefully it's Ethan for me, another attacking threat and whatnot. We'll see what we do if anyone comes in before next week Saturday, which I highly doubt. But I think we get the win because I think after that, if we win and Liverpool win and it goes back down to 6, their next 2 games is Bournemouth away, Everton away. Yeah. So I have to keep saying every week, I keep clinging on to something that makes me think they'll drop points. And I think in between those and our 2 games will someone away, I can't remember, and then we got City as well. We got City at home. So it's going to be these next 3-4 weeks going to be very, very crucial for us. Big game. And then for you guys, Fulham away, I'm just going to put it out there. Fulham are winning the game. Probably 2-goal margin, 3-1. That's my prediction.
3-1, yeah.
We said I'm just saying 3-1. Yeah. Ade, what you saying?
I'm tired.
Come on, man, give me your prediction. I'm tired.
I'm going to say we win.
You do not believe that. Say what you believe, Ade, man.
I might not believe it, but sometimes
you got to put in the atmosphere.
Yeah, man. So I'm going to say 1-0 United.
So Fulham aren't scoring at home. You guys are keeping the clean
1-0
sheet.
United.
I'm going once, going twice.
The reason I'm going to say 1-0 is because I can't see us going 2. So 1-0 United.
All right. So to the madman in the corner. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in to another episode. Obviously, like I said at the start, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bells. Comment as well. It's important, man. I know you guys don't always agree with us. So comment, let us know. Is it Arteta out? Is it Arteta in? Is it his fault that the players ain't coming through the doors? United, should Amarin get sacked already? Are they getting relegated?
Are we better than Brighton?
yeah. They're definitely in Brighton. Definitely better than Brighton, so no need to say that. But yeah, let us know your views as well, man. And we're out. Peace.
Peace.